don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. We have a great guest. I got Manny, the police chief of Miami, with us today. Before we get started, everybody, first I want to thank our sponsor, Leave a Cigar. I want to thank the deodorizers. I want to thank Let's Lane's deodorant out of Missouri. Actually, we get a lot of clients out of Missouri, and I got another one, some VPN thing. I got to look at it up, so he knows who I am. He's been chasing me forever, and now he's got me. I have to, what I do. Wow. They're coming to get us here. We're in Miami, everybody. We are at the lounge. What's the lounge? The City Cigar Lounge on what is it?
Downtown Miami.
Downtown Miami. City Cigar Lounge. I want to thank them. They've been great. They hosted a little event for you guys. Is that what is going on?
That's what it is. We do a yearly staff retreat with all the executive staff members of the Miami Police Department. So we ended up here for a little team building, a little social hour.
That's great, Chief. I always say, you until you get to know people, you don't know not only what their heart's at, where they're at, and that's great. That's a great leadership style. I went to a leadership school too, and when I was in the military, I was a Coast Guard. And I went to a leadership.
Oh, Larry, that's not really the military, man. I mean,
the
Army. Where I was, the Army is a real military. I mean, the Coast Guard. Come on, man. You're right up there with the Boy Scouts.
Man,
but it's okay.
Are you
Thank
Cuban?
You for your service.
Are you Cuban?
I'm Cuban Rican. I was made in Puerto Rico with Cuban parts.
There you go. I picked up more Cubans than anyone. I have the big heart. I told you guys why. I was on the Freedom Flotilla. I had one of the boat captains and going out in the small boat, the 41-footers. Man, to come here, that always hits me hard because it's something that everybody complains. They sent the criminals. Listen, we can send criminals too. It's not about that. There's a lot of good people that came and lost their lives. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. Manny said you're a great guy. And a Puerto Rican Cuban, in the joint, they all said, Cuban speak well. Puerto Ricans, they get bashed for it. They get bashed. And Mexicans, Mexicans sing, ¿Qué pasó?
Órale.
Yeah, órale. I'm only messing. I got to mess with Dave. But no, on the real, Manny, how big of a job and how many police officers do you have?
So the city of Miami right now, we're budgeted for about 1,400, and we got about 80-something vacancies, so we're right around 1,310 right now.
You have 1,310. Are you the largest police department in the state?
So we are the largest municipal state police in the state of Florida.
I know Fort Lauderdale is 590 or something like that,
Yeah.
and they're pretty big especially for a small city.
Yeah.
There's only 190,000 people in Fort Lauderdale. People don't know that, What is your biggest crime going on right now in Miami?
So, Larry, last year we had a fantastic year, man. We set historic lows when it comes to homicide. We only had 31 homicides for a city, just about 500,000.
Wow, congratulations. That's a good number.
So our top priority was reducing violent crime. As we move this year, we're kind of focusing a little bit of things a little bit different, being able to be so successful in battling violent crime. We're focusing our sights this year on more of the quality of life. So we're kind of looking at homelessness issues, graffiti, and property crimes. We really had a challenge this first month when it comes to stolen automobiles.
Kind of. Well, when you said like graffiti, that's the broken windows theory.
Absolutely.
I actually, I don't know if I met you. I spoke at the IACP. I actually spoke in Dallas at their headquarters to the executive board of the IACP.
So you met Chief Garcia?
I met Chief Garcia.
Good friend of mine, good people.
Yeah, I met a lot of.
I'm seeing him in February now.
I spoke. I don't know how many years ago, and what a facility they have there. Number one, and I spoke to the whole executive committee. That chief I was telling you about, he was on the ethics committee. Chief Force. He's retired. Let's say he was a police chief for 25 years.
Wow.
Unheard of. That. Unheard of.
But I don't know how he did it, man. The stress is
politics
overwhelming.
Chief, you're doing a good job. I've not, it's funny. After meeting, obviously, Dave and JC and other, people in Miami, I'm down here a lot. So I hear things. I have not heard, the Miami police are beating people or doing shit. I haven't heard that. And I keep my ear to the ground because I'm a street guy. But I like to let guys like you who really want to do the right thing show people, no, they're not. I'm very forceful about that. If a police is bad, they're fucking bad, period. If they're good, we need to start touting that more. Your department or any department that is pushing that I'm big on community policing. Defund? Fuck no. How about give them raises? How about a guy that's going to come save my life needs a raise? Period. Teacher needs a raise. They're making these people, and it pisses you off. And you wonder why cops are short. You're 80 short, right?
Yeah.
That's really not that bad out of 1,300 police departments.
No, it isn't. When you look at other big city departments, man, they're facing bigger challenges in recruitment and rotation. But that's a national crisis, man, what we're talking about. I mean, why would you want to be a police officer, be susceptible to all that criticism and all that scrutiny when you can sit at home and work remotely for another company, probably making a lot more money, right? So it's a big challenge right now to bring qualified people. Because if you begin to lower the standards, what you get is individuals that want to be police officers for the wrong reason, right? And listen, any police chiefs that tell you that they don't have officers in their department right now that don't belong, it's just not in tune with what's happening in their own department. What we do in the Miami Police Department exceptionally well is identify those folks that have broken the trust that has been placed on them, that have broken that oath that they swore to protect the community and be faithful and be honest and have the integrity to carry on the job that's required of us with the highest of standards. So I'm
Chief,
incredibly proud of the men and women of Miami Police.
I'll tell you, Chief, and I'm going to push this way. And I'll tell you why. When I listen to chiefs of police, and I tell them, I said, listen to me, guys. You got to know, any company, my company, any company that's got hundreds of employees, there's bad apples. I don't give a shit. And you know what? The people in the department know who they are. I get it. Listen, I'm a kind of guy. I'm a street guy from the old day. A cop, cops should not be given tickets for stupid shit. When I train police departments, because I trained the St. Louis Police Academy, I tell, listen, communications is your best weapon in your box. You walk up to a car, you stop. Don't say, license registration. What? No, I know they teach you in the academies, take control, yes, in a certain situation. I'll tell you a quick story. You go up, you say, excuse me, are you all right? I mean, you rolled that stop sign and you didn't have your blinker on and you turned. I'm just making sure you're all right because a lot of accidents happen. Now, I'm just going to check. You're all right. Yes, thank you. You see he's a person, good person. Have a great day as long as you're all right. That person will go home and tell his friend, everybody, and I'll tell you why that happened. I have a very good friend just passed. Older guy, 79, 8 at the time. He died at 80 or whatever it was, 81 maybe. He gets stopped. Same thing, going out. Well-to-do person. Cop pulls up, gets out. You rolled it. This guy tells this story. He told this story 500 times at the biggest events I know. Cop comes over, you rolled it. He's like, what do you mean? Kid's 22, 23. You rolled it. He goes, what? He goes, you rolled it. Get a license and registration. The guy's like, what did I do? And I just think, listen, probably did. I'm sure he did. We all do. Came back, I'm not giving you tickets. I got to go on a call. Don't roll. This guy was so mad. He didn't care about a ticket. He told everybody. I used to laugh. I said, Joe, it's not all cops either. But what that is that community part of policing is the groundwork. I know JC and I know Dave. Personable, good people, regular people. Listen, you got a cop, gets called by the neighbor, and walks in the house. Don't arrest the kid for whatever he's doing. Save the kid. Help the kid. Let the parent know. That's what I was telling my car. That's what I do. But I love to hear you say it. You didn't run behind, our department doesn't have bad people. Some do. And I call them out, and I slam. Then I bring some data in there, and they go, oh, wow, he knew the data. I'm going to put it out there because you're honest. And I really appreciate that, Chief. I really, really do. And I often say hiring is the big part of the game. Obviously, training is a major part of the game. I was in the military. You were too. You're in the Army. Thanks for your service, too.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm retired military. And as I had a retired criminal. But, man, I really think it's important. Look, what does the military do all day? Train. How do you guys handle training? Is there a way with shortages of cops, shortages of money? It's got to be really tough on you, man.
And Larry, it is, man. But I think that if you start looking for folks that want to serve, right, and that have that spirit of community outreach and they really want to do good by the community, right? And you mentioned something very important, Larry, that every time that you encounter somebody, whether it be on the street, whether it be on a traffic stop, that's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to let somebody know that we're there to do more than just enforce the law, that we're there to make sure everybody's safe.
Protect and serve.
Correct, right? So a lot of folks get that kind of twisted, man. And I tell my guys, listen, jail is not for everybody. And not every driver that violates a traffic law is worthy to get a ticket, man. So I tell them, I'd rather you stop 100 cars and give only 10 tickets than to stop 10 cars and give 100 tickets, right? Because every time is an opportunity, and you don't know what that person's going through, right? You don't know what challenges they're facing in their life, and you don't know what they're going, what stresses they have in their life. So a ticket, I don't know about you, Larry, man, a $275 ticket will hurt my pocket. There's some.
I don't like it. That's filling my tank.
Absolutely, man. And some other folks, you might give them a ticket. They might have to make a decision whether today I pay my rent or I pay this ticket, right? So you're just putting people in the holes, man. So what we're looking for is individuals that understand that wanna have the betterment of the community in mind. So training is absolutely important, and no matter how short you are. Oh man, listen.
No, that's me.
Let's not get the firefighters involved, man. Let's
No.
Man.
That actually goes on.
Let's not.
And Manny,
the fire
I'm sorry
chief's
about
gonna
that.
get mad at me if I say that we gotta wake them up if they're at the station waking and sleeping, taking a nap.
That's gonna
man.
go
Those
over.
firefighters,
That
man,
one's gonna go over good, Manny. But actually, we call the show The Real Deal, and we're a top 1% show in the world, actually, out of 3 million.
Fantastic.
And the reason it is because I don't plan, I don't do it. We talk it is, and I don't care who walks in that door. We don't stop. My mother walks in sometimes. I take care of my 91-year-old mother.
God bless you.
And I take, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty cool. Manny, I know you're on a clip. I'd love to do a long interview, and I know you can't. Maybe we'll do it again. I have one last question for you, because I ask a lot of people, a lot of chiefs and a lot of people, and they'll say, oh, we need to hire more people from the communities that are in it. Absolutely. But then you put up a standard of the guy had a pot charge, or the guy had a, he's in a house. He lives in the ghetto. Right, like in New York, they all get a roundup. The kid doesn't even know what's going on. He's 18. He gets a little bullshit thing. Look at me. Honestly, look at me. I have a bad record, and I have police department. I'd want to hire you in a minute. I did get hired. Well, not hired. They don't pay me. They want my service, but during Ferguson and stuff. But no, how do you handle that? What do you believe in that, number one? And how do you handle? And we can end that, but I know you got to go. I wish you didn't, but you do.
So I deeply believe in the power of redemption, right? I think everybody deserves a second chance, and if it's something that you can recover from and you can still serve the community with honor, integrity, and compassion, we have room for you at the Miami Police Department. So we just recently readjusted our hiring standards to kind of bring it up to current circumstances, right? We know that marijuana is being legalized in just about every state, and Florida should soon fall in line, right? So we have kind of relaxed some of our standards in there to bring it along national best practices, right? There's some stuff that obviously you don't want those hard individuals that are doing those harmful drugs, man. But if you've been clean for the last 5, 6, 7 years, man, I believe that you deserve a second chance. You deserve a chance to serve your community. And listen, if at the end of the day you do not have that service spirit and you're not worthy to wear the badge, you're going to get revealed right along your training process, whether it be in the academy, whether it be in their field training program. It's going to be highlighted that you're not worthy to wear the City of Miami patch and the badge on your chest.
And that's really important, because one bad apple could hurt a good department.
100%.
And I'm all for helping them. And if you need, anything from me, why I say what you just said is true. And don't think for 1 second I'm no person that thinks everybody. I was in a prison with 2,000 inmates. 880 had life. 200 of those fight their case legal. 440 fall into the game, get a lot of crazy stuff. And then 200 are psychopaths, and I never want to see them out and living next to you or me, because those people that they're psychopaths. They probably need criminal mental, but they would kill you. Thank you very much. Any last words? What do you want to say, man?
So listen, man, if you're out there and you're listening, man, and you got the spirit to serve, go to miamigov.com and look at our hiring schedule, man. We're always on the lookout for good young men and women that want to serve the police department. And listen, age is not a factor.
That I was just going to ask
you can pass the physical agility test, and it's not that hard. You can come on board and serve the Miami community. So,
I have to ask this. I know I get one question. There's a libertarian presidential candidate. I interviewed. He wanted to come on my show. Libertarian president comes in with his secretary, and I'm like, I don't care. But he was a police officer in Hallandale. Really? And he started being a cop at 47 years old. And he learned a lot. He was in there for over 10 years. And he's an economist. This guy was smart as heck. And I asked him about his police, and it was really interesting. But I'm glad you said that. So there are people with 35 out there, and if they're, they really, listen, I love to help people. If I was younger, I was a criminal. I grew up that way. I mean, I'm not, no excuses. But I love to hear what your department's doing. I really do. And I appreciate you, man.
I mean, Larry, we got folks that are on their second career, man. We have doctors that have since retired from practicing and are now serving their community as Miami police officers.
Wow.
Car salesmen, I mean, airplane mechanics, you name it. I mean, that is actually a group that we actually really focus on because they bring that maturity to the job, right? So
they're not looking to prove themselves.
Yeah, they can be the ones that kind of mentor these young kids that are coming into the profession and never had a job before, right? So if you're old, whether you're young but you're still active and you can pass the physical agility, come on down, man. We'll take you to the city of Miami, brother.
There you go. You heard it, man. I hope we can do it again.
Absolutely, man.
I really love it. I love it. You got a great senior staff. I mean, I met them. We talked about crime with over our life. They even laughed about my video about robbing a cigar store. But, Manny, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Stay safe. You'll hold your officers. Keep doing that. And if you have any contact us, please do. We're positive towards police, but we're honest. If a guy's a fuck up, he's a fuck up.
Call a
and we
spade a
tell it
spade,
like it.
baby.
Absolutely. You can see that, I think, already. Thank you very much, Manny.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Larry.
All right, you got everybody. You just heard from Manny Morales. Randy Morales, the chief of police from the Miami-Dade. Is it Miami-Dade?
City of Miami, Baba.
Yeah, because there's Miami-Dade, too.
The guys in brown.
I know, I knew that was coming. I saw it.
The guys in blue, baby.
The guys with the little nice, right? City of Miami Police Department, pretty big department. Go see them up. They're really good guys, man. And talk to them. Be straight. That's what I always tell people. I hope you guys are having a great day. We have some special guests in the studio today. Yes, we are in the mobile studio. I am in the great Miami. And to people who call, say, hey, Larry, what's Miami like? Well, I'm going to tell you what it's like right now. I am with my good friend Furman Perez, and he has a cigar brand. I am also with Jeff Naser. Right? Spell it right? Sound it right? He is from Haiti with his own cigar, and his hitman, Ivan. We are hit with them all. Listen, guys, just to let you know, first of all, before we start, let's thank Oliva, one of my sponsors. They are great, and I had a great time in Nicaragua. I know I am going to do a video on that trip. Nick and I discussed it. We got to do that one alone, Nick, all right? And anyway, I met some really good people in Nicaragua, and I met, again, Furman. We met at the bar first, and then every night, they were hanging out. And just a regular guy. We just been talking, and also just met Jeff and Ivan. And I'll tell you what we all have in common. We smoke cigars. That's the number one down-to-earth first thing. And we just said that if you have a cigar and you could be a truck driver or a CEO and you can hang out, and these guys own cigar companies like I do now, and we're the small guys, of course, and we all know who the big guys are because we know them. And first of all, thanks for coming on, Furman.
Oh, listen, it's a pleasure for you. Thank you for bringing me on. It's an honor.
Well, thank you very much. You can do whatever you want. Take my video, throw it out, throw it in. I said, do whatever you want.
We can try, but it's going to stay on YouTube no matter what we do.
No matter what you do, it's going to be, it's not only YouTube, Spotify, Apple, 7 more different platforms. Man. It's going to be there. Jeff, thanks for coming, just meeting it.
Thank you for having me.
And I appreciate that. You too, Ivan. They're from Haiti. Actually, Jeff owns a shop on Haiti. Now, I'm not sitting here saying where to go or not. Jeff will talk about that. But he told me I can get a bulletproof car and woman and everything. I could have said pussy.
You want.
I can say pussy on this show. You can. Nick will cut it out. He'll say, what?
Say it once.
Oh, see?
Don't say it 5 times back.
What he says to me is, he goes, Larry, you know how bad you are? You end up saying, I'm not going to fuck. Then he'll cut that. But I just sometimes get on a roll about something. But, Furman, you and I got along. You actually gave me a cigar that I got some comments on. It is, 11 and a half inches?
I call it a Lancero 2X. 2X.
Dos Equis?
You know why? Because when you're smoking it, you're the coolest guy in the room.
You listen to me.
Everybody's got to look at you. Everybody's got to ask you something about it. But, not everybody can smoke that cigar.
Why? Is it...
It's got to come within, It's something, I'm going to tell you, you got to maybe be man enough, you got to... be proud of yourself, It's,
you should. I got a
people
two-seater
can't
car.
smoke it, but it's okay.
One of my cars is a two-seater. I got the Mercedes 500, the SL, the automatic roof and shit, the hardtop. I'm in that car, and I'm smoking, and the windows are down. People are looking at me like, he looks like, look at this thing. It's like, and that's when I started.
11 inches long.
I actually started in my patio. And I take care of my mom, I was telling you guys. So I light the cigar on my patio. My mother doesn't say nothing. She's 90 years. She don't even know what's going on. She says, what is that?
What the fuck are you smoking?
And I told a friend of mine from Nicaragua, gave it to me. That's it. That's enough, you could tell. But I was going somewhere. I was going to a friend's house and going out. You know the hardest part of that cigar?
What was that?
Knowing it's so long. We all in this room been smoking cigars forever.
You're scared to light it? You're scared to start?
No, I'm like this, man. I'm like, we know our cigars. I mean, you get a 7 or a 6, 6 by 50, 6 by whatever it is. This cigar is 11 and a half inches. It's probably a 54.
40 by 11.
I was going to say 40.
Yeah, 40 by 11.
Yeah, 40 by 11. People don't know. The 40 is the ring size. All the first number is the ring size. No, the first number is the actual size, 7 by 54, which would be like 7 inches by 54
7
ring.
by 38 is the original Lancero, so the right.
Is that the original Lancero?
Yeah.
But you just said...
Yeah,
Didn't you make that?
11 inches long, so it's...
is that a dream here? Are we talking about dreams here?
I don't know. There's that question whether you like it long and thin or thick and short.
Short and fat. Furman actually... Yeah! Furman owns a cigar factory in Nicaragua.
Yes.
Which I think is great. It's a small factory, a niche factory. I love it. I don't know how much you do. I'll talk to people about
a boutique.
A boutique
factory.
factory.
We do about maybe 30,000 cigars a month. That's about all. But
let's say I have a friend who wants a cigar for a party. Would you do it?
I don't.
It's too small.
Yeah, it kind of gets.
I got you.
You can buy bundles and just put whatever on it. But for us, we do 10, 20, 30,000 cigars at a time.
Right. How many? I'm trying to always think. I always think boxes because I've never bought a cigar.
Well, it depends on how many.
Right, 20 in a box.
20
and,
our bundles are 25 or what have you. But
right.
Yeah, I steer away from that, man. It costs a lot more to do 100 cigars than it is to do a 5,000, 10,000.
Oh, sure. I mean, obviously set up and all.
The press, start running the press. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody gets on track, building the right cigar, building the right blend. And
now you stop them.
Now you stop them and you change the blend. You're gonna, it takes a little bit of time for everybody to get used to the blend and putting it right and doing it the right way.
That's how you go. It's amazing. You've been through the tours, and not only just the tour. You've been obviously at a factory. It's amazing what goes in. People who don't understand premium cigars have to go to a place like Nicaragua to understand how much work 300 hands hit a cigar before
amazing,
it, from seed to sale.
Over a year.
A year?
Over a year.
5 years. It's 5 years, actually.
Yes.
Actually, Oliva has a seed that's been going, they work on for 10, but normally it's 4 to 5 years. I had Rocky Patel on my show, and we were talking about that. He's a pisser, too. They're all pissers, man. What I've learned is the cigar industry is a very friendly industry. And that, I think, is what I like about it, personally.
We were talking about the camaraderie.
Camaraderie, right?
The guys in this business are just great, You see them every day. You talk to them. They're good guys. One thing is what might happen in the store, what have you, but we're all good friends. We all help each other. Guys from Oliva, AJ, what have you, everybody in the business. They're just good. They're there to help.
The big guys help the little guys. Isn't that great? And they do. And I see it. What really kicked me to that was I was talking. I was with the owners, and one of the big guys lost something happened with their farm, or fire or this or something happened, and then Oliva gave them, they needed no invoice, no nothing. They pay it back, but it's a handshake.
Yeah.
It's my old gangster business. That's why I like that, I guess. When I did business with people, it was a handshake.
Good fellas.
Yeah, good fellas.
Yeah.
People are going to start writing in about that with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not back in the business, everybody. I just found a different avenue. No. Yeah. These guys are legit good people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have them here. And from the police chief to, again, Furman knows them all.
Yeah, I do. They're good friends, all of them.
Oh, yeah, you play dominoes. I love that.
We were just playing last night.
Oh, my God.
So here's
That's how I made my cigar. I met a big guy named AJ, and he made a cigar for Nasser.
Well, you met AJ Fernandez now. AJ is the big guy. Him, Leva, all the big guys over in Nicaragua. Is that how you met AJ?
Yeah, I went to visit him because I used to buy cigars for my cigar lounge. And then we met up, and then we hit it off, and one day he said, you know what, let's do a cigar together, and we did it.
Wow, that's pretty cool. AJ's a nice guy, too. Really is. I mean, he opened his house up to me. He said, Larry, anytime you want to come here, you come. My house is your house. He's a nice guy. I mean, but most of them are. I so far, and I'm sure there is, I've not met one asshole. I mean that.
I have to agree with you.
You've been in it same as me a little longer, maybe.
Family down there, big family down there.
It's a big family.
It's you.
And you go there how often, Furman? How often do you go to Nicaragua?
Not that often, but
well, how often? If you could say it.
Yeah, I go for weekends every month.
Obviously, you're a busy guy with work over here and stuff, so you only go a couple times a year, but get your vacation and go over there, which is pretty smart. But it's nice people.
Yeah. So here's my story, right? So I mostly started here in South Florida in Little Havana. So
are you Cuban?
100%.
Born
in Havana.
You were born in Havana. When did you come here?
Oh, 1980, man.
Watch this. I might have picked you up.
The Mario.
I might have picked you up.
No shit. I came in a plane. I was one of the last ones.
What? Oh, you came in a plane.
80 days.
This is a true story. I was in the Coast Guard. I'm retired Coast Guard.
Oh.
I was the first boat during the Mariel lift in 1980. It was actually 81. It was in January, when March. They came to the Navy Mall down in Key West. I was a captain of a small boat with the Coast Guard, and I had my 41 boat. I picked up, thousands. As a matter of fact, one of the saddest things I've done is I picked up over 50 dead bodies. And I'll tell you the truth, I have such a heart for Cubans, man. People go, why do you like Cubans? Let me tell you something. To put your kid and yourself on an inner tube, balsa, to come here. I had balsa. I had Cuban cellies when I was away. Yeah. And we just call them balsa. And to see what they did to try to help better their life for their children and their families and everything else, it blows me away to this day when anyone can hate. Back in my day, though, you'll remember this. If a person came and I picked him up out at the sea, he came back to America. Now you have to be on land.
You have to step on land.
It's bullshit. Listen, there's such a pressure. I don't know. Have you ever been back to Cuba?
I have. I've been back a bunch of times.
So you didn't leave
but the thing is, there's an issue between all that, right? I'm Cuban. I have family there. I want to go see my mother, my grandfather.
Absolutely.
My family, my cousins. So I obviously want to do that. And I came at a very young age. I came to the United States when I was 7.
I was just to say, because I was in the military,
I want to learn about cigars. I want to learn about, the culture, everything I hear from everybody, I was very young. And here in Miami, I mean, it's beautiful because you are in Cuba. Yeah, you are in Cuba, You're north of Cuba and you're there. And it's fun, but I wanted to get the feeling in, so that's why I went back. I went back a couple times, and I really enjoyed it.
Just a couple times? I mean, do you go often or no?
No, I haven't been back in about 6 years.
Do you want to?
I want to go back. I want to go back, and
do you have any?
I want to go get into the fields, and talk to some of the guys with the tobacco and all that, and, get the old school.
Do you?
Learn more about
a lot of the old school went to Nicaragua. You know that, obviously. The guy, the number one seat is with Oliva. He come from Cuba 5 years ago. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm sure. Do you feel like? Would you think you'd feel a little bit like worried about being a person that left Cuba? Did you leave legally? There wasn't no legal. There was no legally.
No. Listen, I've been back a couple times. I got no problems with anybody, So I go over there and I enjoy the country. And, you know, not that I go all the time or all my family's already here in the U.S.
You just stay away from politics.
You know,
that's it.
I stay away from politics, you know, but I go over there and enjoy. And truly, if I would go, it would be for the cigar business to enjoy maybe, you know, some of the Cuban cigars and what have you, and taste some of those, you know. But, you know, besides that, I don't think I would go for anything further.
I just had a bunch of my friends, those wealthy friends, they all went over there for the weekend. You know, they went, we have a friend who got a plane, so he set up some mission. I don't know what it was. It was a party mission, I call it. I was actually in Nicaragua when it happened, you know, when they went, so I couldn't go. But I'm not a big person that likes to, I've been to all the Pacific. I've been to Micronesia, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand. I've never been to Europe. Never been to Europe. And you know what? I don't want to go. People go, well, you don't want to go to Paris. You don't want to. No. I want to go to Paris. I'll go to Bellagio. I'll go to Paris and Vegas. But you know, it's what I'm getting at is it's not something that I'm not. Again, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
If I can't speak a language, I can't understand. I'm not going on no tourist bullshit. Don't get me. Oh, come on, go take a tour bus. Might as well shoot me in the head or put me back in prison. I'm not right.
Follow the little signs. Follow the little signs.
When we went to LA, all my friends were like, let's take a bus and go look at all the famous people's houses. And I was like, fucking kill me. Like, I'd much rather you just shoot me, dude. Like, we're like shoulders to shoulders with like 90-year-old women. Like, oh yeah, Rocky lives there. Cool. Get me off of this. I hated it. Every single part of it, I hated. I was like, get me out of here, dude.
But you know, that's a great thing about traveling like that. You go off the beaten path. Yeah. You know.
Totally. That's why if I go to Haiti, I'm not kidding you, Jeff. I'm going with you. I'd love to go with you. I would go. If I knew I trust somebody. Anything happened. It was funny because when I went to Nicaragua, all my friends, you know, I said, they go, we're gonna expect to call to bail you out of somewhere, you know, like one of the guerrillas guys. They need $1 million. You better pay it. I said, you fucks.
Wasn't it nice though? Wasn't Nicaragua nice?
You know what? I'll tell you.
There's a misconception of Nicaragua.
Let me tell you what I learned in Nicaragua, right here on air to the whole crew. People know who follow me. Nicaragua is a third world communist country for sure. Trust me, there's a haves and a have-nots. Mm-hmm. We Americans don't live like that a little bit. But I felt safe. They do.
Some of us do.
They do. L.A., Skid Row. I talk about that all the time. But, you know, Furman, I felt safe. I found you guys at the famous bar. Let's give it a shout out. It is a lot of fun. You guys, obviously, you know, I speak a little Spanish, so that's called prison.
Just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Yo necesito el baño. Vamos, you know, or
cerveza, por favor.
Sí. Dos. Well, you know, cierra la ventana, cierra la puerta.
They always advertise the bad things. They don't give you the nice things.
We're going to go to you, Jeff, on that one. And I want to clean Nicaragua. Nicaragua, I would recommend. We went to a place called Esteli.
Yeah.
And that is 3 hours outside of, how do you pronounce the capital? Managua. So you land in Managua, and then you go up. 3-hour drive up to the mountain, I guess. And then you go into all the cigar fields. I recommend anybody who smokes cigars. I don't care who you are.
Sure.
Go there. Now, let me question.
Not too many, though, because then it'll bring the prices up for everybody else.
No, but they need it. They need it.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful place. The weather's great. People are great.
People are very friendly.
But you learned this, you know, it's the driving, right? 15 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness. You know, you go to Dominican Republic and you got like motorcycles passing you on every side. In Nicaragua, everybody's like,
they're
great drivers.
I could not, I don't know about great. When it takes you 4 hours to do a 2.5 hour drive, I'll take the crazy sometimes.
Well, they were taking care of you.
Oh, yeah.
Oliva was taking care of you.
No, Oliva did the right thing, of course. But does your factory even? Does any of the? I'm sure they all give tours. Right? I never asked Oliva that. Did they have tour?
They do have tours.
No tour. That was because it was the week we were there. No, we were the biggest week in the world.
You know what? I got customers that tell me, hey, I want to come to Nicaragua. I want to check stuff out. You know, hey, come over. You know, if I'm there, you know, I'll give you the spiel. You know, mine is small, so like, maybe an Oliva will take you 3 hours,
You guys take 10 minutes, let's just smoke.
Hey, got 10 minutes, and then we shoot the shit. We sit on the rocking chairs, and I show you how to make a cigar.
That is my silo.
And then we just shoot the shit for about 2 or 3 hours, and then we go have some nice meat.
Oh, I love that part of it.
Food there's amazing.
Food's pretty good. Yeah, we had
Fresh.
snapper. No, Nick did not like the food. Nick is an eater, and he can eat. Little kid can eat.
Oh man, you gotta go with me, man.
Gotta go with you.
Yeah.
You know what it is? We didn't know where to go.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
yeah.
You know what's happening to leave? I got to give a shout out. We got a driver and all this. So every day we're going out doing a bunch of stuff. I don't care. I want to pay for the food and stuff.
Yeah.
So I tell the driver, you come with me, interpret. Come on, I'll pay for you guys. No, it was Oliva who's paying. Every time I tried to pay anything, no, Oliva got it. They won't let you pay, which is nice. I tell you, it was nice they did that. But we went to a couple places, right, Nick? First of all, we go to a steak. I'm talking. I guess it was a 5-star restaurant there, because I mean, it was, the way as good as you could get there. Yeah. What was that place named? Do you know, Nick? Not a clue. Anyway, we go there and what happened? We go there and so I sit down. They order steaks. We order stuff. Well, we got the menu, the steaks and this. I said medium. He goes medium rare.
I said rare.
Rare.
I know when people don't.
I wouldn't do that with no FDA now. I like that. You know who told me? JC told me that.
That's what I learned. Usually, when I'm like, I can like assess the restaurant. They're probably gonna overcook my meat, so I always go rare, and then it probably comes out medium rare or medium, medium well. Tried rare. This thing was the most well done steak I've ever had. And I was like,
Are you serious? No, I haven't had.
And I was like, damn it! I was mad. And then at the bar, they were like, well, count your blessings. There's no FDA here, so count your blessings. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That was a really good steak.
What JC told us, either Dave or JC says, remember that there's no OSHA because we were in a hotel that wasn't even finished. No hot water. I'm not complaining. I really am not. I sound like I am. I love the people. And all the people, from the people, Americans, you guys, everybody, every night we went, it seems like famous is you've been there, obviously. We're going to go with you, Jeff. Well, go ahead.
Does famous mean something else in Spanish? Or are they just famous people come here?
It's in English.
Oh, okay.
That's all it meant?
It's like famoso. Famous.
I mean, we just didn't know. I mean,
it's the only fucking bar in the whole place.
No, it's the only nice bar.
Yeah, it's the only nice bar. There's one other that's called Mangoes.
Well, my man Fidel had that place locked down.
Yeah.
He says they know the owners.
Or was it AJ that last night?
AJ's got it locked down.
AJ had a good lockdown.
You got Rocky Patel. They're all there. We all locked it down.
The VIP,
Yeah, we were up there. Did you see us on that stage? I go, what am I doing up here? I want to go with where's the criminals? They go, oh, they're all there.
The security guard had fiber knuckles on, two. Did you see that? It looked like he broke his wrist, both wrists. I was like, I think he's ready to hit somebody.
Nah,
but there's good security there.
That's another thing.
One of the places where you can go and be safe.
And now you've been going to Nicaragua for how long?
For about 3 years.
Okay, so did you find it like me, kind of?
Sure. I mean, the first time I went, I was.
Just like me. I love it.
I was like, this place, I'm not sure. But, man, when I ate and I met the people and everybody was so down to it.
And you do speak the language. So.
I speak the language, so it's a lot easier for me.
I could see me going back, getting me a 26-year-old girl, maybe buying a little place there. That I could see maybe. Yeah, I can. No, I mean, it's just something that I would think my kind of place. Jeff, I got to ask you a question. Now we got Jeff Nasar, who owns a cigar lounge. And guess where?
Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Yeah. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Everybody out there, and I know you can comment, so comment. What are you going to do? Is it safe in Haiti?
Not right now, but overall, yes, it is. It's going to get better.
Why do you say that? No, honestly.
We just have gang issues right now and politicals.
But listen, we have gang issues. You don't even know it. Right in this neighborhood right here, there's 50 gangs. You said 16 or somebody said? Do you know there's 50 gangs right around here?
Really? Is that what?
Organized street gangs and everything. I do that. That's my main thing.
How many of those are record labels?
Good point, Nick. That's a good point.
Not many record labels.
That is a good point.
It's one of the most beautiful countries in the Caribbean.
Is it really?
Really,
I know it's attached. A lot of people don't know this. The two countries, Nicaragua, Haiti and Dominican Republic, on the same island.
Sure.
Talk about that. And I was in Dominican one time. We went to this beautiful place, and they said just don't go over. Don't go to Haiti. I don't know if it was.
It's all the advertising, It's all the advertising. That's
So
all.
do you think? Okay, listen. If I go with you, am I okay?
Yes, you're okay. You're gonna have a blast. You might not even come back.
I might not. What?
Let me tell you something. I mean, Haitians are really good people, man. I've been dealing with Haitians for a long time. Good guys.
Truth of the matter, Furman, is I'm a big people person. I believe I never judge. There's a zero prejudice in my body. That's the gift my parents that they gave me. Really, I mean, as a guy, I grew up poor. Not poor, but we didn't grow up silver spoons. Where I became a gangster. Let's put it that way. But I believe in people. I don't care who they are, where they are. I think if you connect with a person, and they're true to you, and you're true to them. There's nice people everywhere.
That's one of the reasons I did the cigar lounge in Haiti. I was the first
We're going to
one.
go into Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about your lounge.
The first one that opened in Haiti because, I lived in Miami. I went to school abroad in the States, went to college and everything. And then I moved back to Haiti because that's where I was born. And I lived all my life there. And I said, how do you not have a cigar lounge here for people to meet people? This is crazy.
And there's enough money. I know Haiti's a poor country.
And so I did the lounge, and now you meet people that you would never meet. Like I met you today, and it's the cigar that made me meet you. I would have never met you. Never.
Very true.
Never.
Like when CEOs talk to construction
Exactly.
Yeah, we talk about that.
I mean, you got people in Haiti that wash cars. They come to my lounge, they buy a cigar. Nothing wrong with that.
I love them.
You understand?
But why do you have a bodyguard?
Huh? that's because I can't kill anybody anymore.
It's over.
I'm on watch.
No, the reason I've been smoking cigars more than everybody here, even and most people. 42 years smoking cigars. I smoked in prison. We used to smoke the Denables. You know what Denables are? Mm-hmm. The old Clint Eastwood cigar. You remember the old The Good, Bad, the Ugly?
Yeah. Those are strong, man.
Yeah, well, we used to smoke those in prison. They sold them a box of 5 Denables. They killed
How much did that go for?
Oh, back then, $8, $9 for a thing that was like $2 on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The old, we used to call them the Good, Bad. You remember Clint Eastwood doing those?
You smoked it till the end.
Oh, my God, we got it to the end. But then they took those off the yard. I mean, they killed us in prison. But I've been smoking for cigars that long, and I can honestly say I've never had a bad time hanging out with dudes, smoking cigars and rapping, bullshitting women. I know a lot of women are smoking cigars.
Oh,
that is blowing me away.
It's starting to be a lot now.
I have a girlfriend, amigas, that smoke, man. They are loving it. They're taking it on. And you know what? It's sexy.
You sit, Furman, you get me in trouble.
Sexy, man.
You see a girl
There's
sitting
only
there
one
in a hot
problem with
outfit, she smells like that, and they always go like this. Like that. They don't smoke like we do. I go, oh,
and when it's a large gauge,
oh my God! Don't do that to me.
I'm getting Larry in trouble here.
You're gonna get me in trouble on my own show. I on this show is it like we're putting all the cigar people. So you're gonna be on with Manny and all of them. So and what I wanted to show is that people, whether it's a police chief, a cigar lounge owner from Haiti, a cigar owner, small boutique place, but a nice guy, we all get along so good. Absolutely. I mean, there's no and you know what it is? There's no envy, and I love that. Listen, I'm with all the big guys. You want to get bigger, yes, all that kind of stuff in life. But listen, we all put our pants on the same way. That all hospitality is the same, and I think that's very important. That to show people you can be somebody out there right now. If you want one of Furman cigars right now, you can go to Furman's website and get a box of cigars. If you want one of the GOAT, Jeff's Nassar cigar, they call him the GOAT, guys, and they're made by AJ Fernandez. So he has his own factory. You have AJ, I use Oliva. It's all the same, and it's like they're cigars.
It's great.
You like what you like, and you know what? You sit down, you can boost. I feel right now like I'm in a cigar lounge.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Is.
I mean,
that's what it is.
We're in the RV. Everybody, they know. The audience knows.
You know what? You know what's great about cigars too. It's coming into wines and spirits and what have you, it's like, all right, well, I tried Nasser's cigar. All right, great. I smoked it. I want to try something different. Let me try Larry's. Let me try Furman's.
Yep.
You know, let me try Oliva's. Let me try, and it's fantastic because that's what we want to do. And yeah, you know, we have a go-to, you know, that we kind of
I was
feel
just going to
good
say
with.
that, yeah.
We feel good with, but you know, we like trying different things, and that's the great thing about cigars. And you want to experience that, and I think we should all experience that.
You know, that's so important what you said, because my audience is young.
Mm-hmm.
I sell cigar starter packs. I sell stuff like that. I'm thinking, Nick, we got to... He's giving me...
Check them out on crookeddiamondcigar.com. Thanks.
Always plugging my own. Well, what we're gonna do too is put both of your companies in the links and all that. So
I appreciate it.
But what
Just
I would
look me up, Furman Perez.
right,
on
Furman
Instagram.
Perez. It's easier for them to just go to the link and click it.
And if listen, I'll tell you something too. If you're in Little Havana, make sure you check out my cock.
Oh, don't do that! Oh, I love him. Did you see his cock?
No, not yet.
You guys haven't seen my cock?
No, we didn't get drunk enough at Famous. So no.
I did. I got drunk the first night with Furman. I saw his cock.
I showed him my cock.
He did. And wow, was it big.
Then you must have been drunk.
Very.
Oh, he's got a way of slipping in there.
Well, this is why they call me the Don. Don Fermin. Nah, just fucking around here. But listen, if anybody's down in Little Havana, I have a rooster, which, you know, we call cock.
Do you have a shop here?
I don't. I just wholesale.
Where's the rooster?
The rooster's on 14th Avenue, right in front of Pollo Tropical. It's right on the corner. You can't miss it.
So why is it your rooster? Why is it your cock?
I kind of donated it. And
oh, no,
Pollo
what do you mean kind of? You donated it.
Yeah, I paid for the
You
fucking
paid
thing.
for it. You donated it.
Yeah,
No, it's a
not real.
big...
It's like a 7-foot tall rooster and has my logo all over it. It's Miami-ish, you know. It's very
really?
It's very nice.
How far from here?
Not far at all.
We might have
5
to
minutes.
ride by, Nick, take a video of
Yeah.
that.
Right over there on the roof.
Yeah,
You know,
so Little Havana has cocks or roosters in like many corners and what have you. So I started in Little Havana. You know, I started playing dominoes, and my love for cigars really became true in Little Havana. And I said, you know what? I got to give back. I got to do something with Little Havana. So I wanted to place my roots in Little Havana.
So you took a cock and you put it on the corner.
Absolutely, man.
Big old spray paint.
Jeff, you're from Haiti?
Yeah, I was born in Haiti. I'm originally Arabic, from Palestine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know about Little Haiti here in Miami?
Yes, I do.
You know what's in Little Haiti in Miami?
What's in it?
Federal Halfway House.
Yeah? Why am I not surprised?
I know that because, you know, I wasn't, my buddy did 27 years, 100 keys. So he gets out, he's a good friend of mine.
Only 100?
Yeah, well, that's what I got caught with. He's a good friend of mine. He did 30 years. He did 30 a bit. And him and I did a lot of time together. And we did the law together. So when he got out, right, I pick him up at Miami Airport. And this is typical of people who get out. And he's one of my closest friends. First thing I do, I bring him a Cohiba.
Oh, nice.
I didn't have my brand. I said, let me get a Cohiba.
Nice.
Cuban brand. So I got a real Cohiba. And he lands here in Miami. Now, you got to remember, he just was away since 1988.
Wow.
And this is in 2016 or whatever it was. So he gets out. 27 years he did. Straight. So he gets out of prison, 88, 98, 2008, 27 years,
Yeah.
I know that. So he goes in, Paul is his name, Paul Tellini, close friend. But to this day, we talk all the time. He's on my show. We do a lot of shows together. So he gets out. His first thing, and this is typical, he goes to the bathroom, and he's looking around, and he's feeling weird. The guy's looking at me. He's like, "What are you looking at me?" But Paul is standing there. He goes, "I don't know how to flush the toilet. It's the automatic toilets."
Yep.
Remember, this guy, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the sink looking to turn on the water.
Can't turn it on.
Can't turn the water on. You put your hands under it and it comes on.
It's got a sensor.
That's not in prison.
Oh.
So Paul, I mess with him. But of course, I get him a cell phone, all the things you're not allowed to have. I get him, we bring him to Little Haiti, and the halfway house in Little Haiti, he ends up doing his time, and I would visit him all the time. You know, we're close, and I think about Little Haiti. Anybody says I'm from Haiti, I go, where in Miami you from? If you say Little Haiti, you know about the halfway house in Haiti. But it's funny. Can you take a few pictures while we're here too? All of us, the group shoot. So get back to you, Furman. I did see the cock too. He says to me in the bar, I got to see this cock. I'm like, okay. I'm crazy. I was a swinger. But he shows me. I start cracking up. It's a cock. It's a rooster.
It's a big
But
rooster.
you know what is it about Miami that has roosters? Why is that? That's a Key West thing, you know.
Yeah,
I go to Key West all the time.
It's similar to Key West. What
Let me
happens
get
is the
this, it's
roosters,
heavy.
you know, they're all over the place, and they actually pick them up, and you know, and they pick them up, and they're all over Little Havana. So what happens is it became famous with the whole rooster thing, you know, and just like in Key West, you know, and tobacco and the cigar guys. There's actually still a couple of small guys that still roll tobacco in Little Havana. If you want to go, more than happy to take you.
If I go, I'm thinking about it because all my friends just came back. A lot of them go. I tell them all, listen, I ain't going anywhere unless I know somebody from the area. You know what do you mean? I'm not going a tourist route. I'm too old. Don't give a shit. I want a tourist. I'll get a VR headset, which all that shit, and I'll see all the tourists. I want to go to Cuba with you. I want to go to Haiti with you.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You go with people, you know, that know the place.
And know what you like. Kind of like,
course.
listen, I'm not into go see it. I want to have fun. Go to the bar that no one goes to. Go to the place that, you know, like, and be safe too. You know,
Listen,
I'm not going to go alone.
You go to Little Havana with me, we'll be there for 5-6 hours because, I mean, I know every owner, I know every shop, I know absolutely. And the first thing they're going to do
right here?
They're going to make coffee for you.
Right here?
Right here in Little Havana, man.
Can we do a tour one day?
Yeah, let's go. Anytime. I'll give you the tour.
Nick, you hear that, Nick?
Yeah,
I think we should do a vlog. We'll do a whole video vlog.
Yeah, you know, there's about 14 cigar shops in 5 blocks.
You think that's a lot? Go to Tampa.
I know.
I go to Tampa. I know some people in Tampa. But yeah, so Miami is. Listen, Miami's 2.5 hours from my house. So I'm cool. And we got to set that up. We could for a minute. I'd love to do that.
Anytime.
Yeah, have fun too. You know,
Anytime.
go to dinner. I'll buy you
we'll
dinner.
Bring the boys too.
Boys, we'll do it. I'll buy you dinner.
So
Whatever
we
you
can
want.
make sure we can park the RV.
Yeah. Oh, you know it's funny.
We'll park the RV right in front of the
You
store.
see how big this thing is? This thing's just 2 bathrooms, 4 TVs,
it's super
microwave, So we're sitting there. I pull up at 4:30 to the place, right in front of the place, and what the hell is this thing? I ain't gonna stay here. Of course, I text Dave. He goes, well, the city lot, you can go to city lot. Yeah, come on, have one, Ivan. Yeah, you want one? Yeah, he wants one. So he goes, what's his name, Dave? He goes, don't worry about a ticket. City lot. So we had to pull this thing. You know, this is big. It's hard to drive.
It's big, but it's comfortable.
Right. It's a house, really.
Yeah.
And you know what is good? This is the kind of thing we take on a trip to wherever, and you can pull in a rest stop. This generator's on. You don't even hear the generator, do you?
No.
I'm on generator power, all this stuff. Do what we want. And it's a place to use a bathroom. It's nice. I got 2 of them, you know, and all that. Shower and all that.
You go to Tampa?
Yeah. I do a couple big podcasts there. They're over there.
You gotta meet.
There's a cigar lady there. Her family.
You go to Tampa, I'm gonna make you meet a good friend of mine. He's like my brother, Greg Dana from Good Times.
That's actually
Good
the
Times
reason.
Cigars.
The reason that Jeff
I want to go.
and
Do you have a? Does he want? I want to get my cigars over there more.
Listen,
I'll make you.
the reason we're together is because of Gregory.
Yeah, man.
Really? You guys?
Gregory's company's called Good Times.
Good Times.
Your cigar there?
No. He's a manufacturer of cigars.
He does the
Dominican
small
Republic.
cigars.
Oh, the cigarillo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what an amazing.
He must know a lot of people.
Amazing guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Amazing guy.
A lady friend of mine, I know from the world of RVing, if you want to call it. We go to these high-end places. This lady's a pisser. She's a little lesbian chick. Mm-hmm. She'll kick our asses, man. She's a fucking pisser. She wants to fight everybody. I'm laughing my balls off. She's like, and she's from, her family is from the Oliva Company. Her father and grandfather were rollers and this and Tampa's the cigar capital of the United States.
Yeah.
So I go and I'll see her. She's Lana. Hey, Lana. She listens to. She's a great little kid. She's a little about my age, maybe a year or two younger. But what a fireball! I made her. She's starting to fight with a security place. Who's this bitch? She goes, but I saw you and your brother. I have my brother, and she goes, I knew the mob was in town right away. we take over the town.
She's 2 years younger than you?
This lady, yeah.
So she's 75?
You fuck. See? In mi casa!
You look good for 75.
I think I look good for 62.
I think it's that bourbon you've been giving him, man.
Cut him off, Nick. No, Furman, so where do you see, I always like to ask people with cigars and everything else. I think you and I are a lot alike because we're not in it to be the big guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like to, grow.
I wouldn't mind being a big guy.
But, I don't know if I would want to be as big as like Oliva or AJ and,
Then you have no life.
You don't. I mean, you know that, obviously. You'd have a life, I guess, but listen, my life's crazy enough, personally.
Yeah.
I'm always traveling. I'm always somewhere. But I like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm at that point in my life. I'm doing what I want. And I do love to do this. You know what I mean? Connecting with people, meeting new friends.
It's the best thing.
It really is.
It's incredible.
Listen, when you live life, like as long as the one thing, my dad taught me, I have zero enemies. I went to prison. I was in the mob for a long time. I knew Gotti and Sammy, all those guys. Fuck Sammy. You want to come on my show? Out. But I knew a lot of these guys. I went away for not telling. My word is my bond. They took my $6 million from me. And, I got out of prison in debt. And then turn it around and fucking kill it. And it's like, I was telling a young kid one time, I said, listen, I was a millionaire 3 times. Mostly illegal. But people can make it if they really work hard and love what they do.
Absolutely.
You know that. You guys are hard workers, and I respect you guys a lot. I respect you guys a lot because I know what it takes. We all in this room know what it takes to do what we're doing. And it's a passion. It is not a...
You got to love it.
It's not, I'm going to invest in some business and make money. It's a passion. It has to be a passion.
The reason I'm in this business is because I love it and it's passionate to me and I love it. When I make a cigar, man, I sit down and blend and I go over there and I pull some leaves from Abdel. I go to Oliva, Tabisco. Yeah, I pull from everywhere and I start coming up with some blends. I'm gonna leave you some new cigars I'm making.
Furman, I was gonna ask you about
Esmeralda.
You jumped me. I was gonna ask you about something, but that just almost where we're at.
But but you're right. How do you go from being passionate to being the size of, the AJs and the Olivas and what have you? And I think I gotta be honest with you. I see these guys, and they're wonderful people.
Unbelievably people. AJ was a sweetheart.
So the thing is, it does change. It does change a bit, but we still have the cigar in common. Yep. Which means that, we can still sit down with these guys, because I've sat with them all, and they're great guys, and
they don't look at you like, oh, you're the little guy, I don't step on you. There's no hate in this business.
The first time I met Abdel, AJ Fernandez, he goes, how can I help you? And he goes, where do you buy your materials? And I go, I don't want to tell you. He goes, what the fuck? Why don't you want to tell me?
He's a gangster. I love AJ. He's a true guy. I like AJ.
He goes, where do you buy your materials? Yeah. And, I was with Fidel in the car, and we were all together, and he goes, where do you buy your material? He stopped the car. We were driving. He asked me the question twice. And we stopped the car, and I said, Abdel, I buy my shit from you, bro. But you just don't know. He goes, okay, good. He kept driving.
Good.
Really, he said that? I mean, of course he's so big, you don't know.
And then he goes, you know what? And coming back to the same story, he said, how can I help you? You know what? Fidel, Oliva, same thing. The guys from all the companies I've worked with, how can we help you? How can we, let me give you this, let me give you that, let me, go test it. Have fun with that. See if you can come up with something great, because we want you to become great. you know, and it's okay. So,
is that amazing or what? You know, I just had a big meeting with the cigar people, you know, leave it, you know. I love their lounge, just sitting there, just drinking and talking, you know, whatever we did. We had, because we're, I don't know if you knew this, we are bringing the cigar industry into the 21st century. Right now, the cigar industry is really lagging in the media, in the television, in the internet, in the worlds that I live in. I mean, in a big way. Well, there's Nick gave a presentation on what they call GTA World, bringing young people. It's unbelievable what we're doing. But I put a lot of money into it, and I don't give a fuck if no. I know who's here. I can go to Biggest and get it. I love working with the people we're working with. You know, this is a people business. You guys are gonna get involved. I'm gonna show you how, but it's such a. I love this industry, and you said it. I wanted to ask you a question because this is cool. You own a cigar factory.
Yes.
Now I had blenders come to me and master blenders and show me. First of all, they give you A, B, C, D. You know, and you start picking and what's this. I know what I like. I don't know. I could tell you nothing.
Well,
I know now a lot. But
well, you know, I've grown.
Yeah, I love it.
I've grown
Furman.
into this.
Good
So what
for you.
happens is, you know, and this is something that I think a lot of the tobacco smokers need to learn more. You know, it's not just putting a stick in your mouth and socializing. You know, learn a little bit more about your stick because, you know, if you want a Maduro, know what's in the Maduro.
Exactly.
You know, but, you know, there's also that secret, you know. We don't really want to give away, you know, the secret to the sauce, you know.
I don't know. They're pretty open about it.
Yeah, but
They're getting more open now than before.
We're going to blow them open. Trust me when I tell you. They're blown away.
It's beautiful. So, you know, you go to Jalapa. Jalapa is going to give you a nicer, sweeter.
Jalapa is?
Jalapa, Nicaragua.
Okay.
It's a little bit
so,
north
I'm
of
just
Esteli.
saying, you got to remember, you're talking to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I didn't know. If I don't know what Jalapa is.
Yeah.
I have
I
have Jalapa in my the goat.
Yeah,
in the goat.
but you know, that's the area. So think of wine, you know, the terroir from different places, from the different areas, the temperatures that's there, what have you. Then you go to Jalapa or you go to Condega, you know, or you go to Ometepe, or you go to different areas there, or you go to Honduras, you go to Ecuador, you know, and every leaf is going to have its characteristic.
Yep.
You know, and that's what makes a cigar great.
It's amazing.
There's a certain amount of leaves that are in its tobacco leaves, and that blend, that's why they call them master blenders. You know, I'm not going to say that I'm a master blender, but
Let me tell you, you're getting there quick. And I mean that. Because I don't care how many. You can have a guy who goes 20 years doing it. You can have a guy who goes a couple years, but gets it. I call gets it.
Yeah.
Understands it. Knows what the, you know, sometimes that, listen, just to, you know, I interviewed Rocky. I interviewed, you know, do you know Hoya Nicaragua?
Sure.
Juan.
Yeah.
I interviewed Juan. I interviewed Fred. There'll all be shows coming out. And what we're doing is really putting together a cigar to pick the cigar of the year, where we're going to have company people from every company. They can't pick their own cigar. Then we're going to have regular people, regular cigar owner, a lounge owner, another guy who's just a Joe off the street who smokes cigars like I used to be. Because I'm going to tell you, I could care less if it's a feral pig or a Optimo. You know what I mean? What I'm getting at is what you like. I know where you're at. You know, people, and we're gonna be picking. We're doing something different with that. And I know I talked to Cigar Snob. They were at AJ's house, and I'm gonna have a meeting with them. But we want to do something very big where we're gonna video the people, and you're gonna know why he picked it, not write it. I want to hear from your mouth why that's the best cigar in your mind. You worked for Cigar Industry for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah.
Why is that the best cigar?
right.
Tell me. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Put together a real and pick a real. We're gonna take. We really believe. I'm starting a cigar network actually. We believe in the year will be the biggest cigar. I mean, where else can you go for a cigar? Where else can you learn how to smoke a cigar? Where are you gonna get a video? I have it already made. I don't know if I showed you a little bit. I might at the bar.
Yeah.
Where you can go and learn some new people. How do you cut a cigar? How do you light a cigar? People, I'm watching guys take a chunk off. I go, what?
Yeah.
You're killing the cap. You know, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I got to tell you something. I'm a biter, man. I just,
You know why, though? You're biting the tip, and you're keeping the thing in, and it's a tight cigar.
No, but I'm good, because you know what? I hate having shit in my pockets. I use the shitty $1 lighters everywhere, because
and I saw you did that. I saw you did that.
They're taking it away at the airport. They're like, here, you got all this fancy.
Well, you're in America now. You can use my lighter.
I know your lighter's amazing. You're kidding me? This is what I'm taking. This is my pocket every day.
Absolutely, it's
my
great.
new lighter.
It's a very good lighter, dude.
But
it took me a long time to pick.
Let me tell you something. The thing about cigars is once you have it lit and you're enjoying it, so the way you cut it, it has something to do with it. The way you light it, but you gotta just enjoy the cigar, and that's
very true. But people don't even know, I'm gonna go one of our, like, we're doing a whole series. We have a channel, a network platform where a million people could go on my platform right now at one time and it wouldn't crash. I mean, we're doing it right. We put the dollars into it, but the reason we did that is when I saw this industry. And I saw that it is lacking in 21st technology. I don't mean cigars. They genetic engineer. They can do anything.
Oh, that's amazing what they do.
But you could have that great thing and have it, and nobody knows about it. Like we were talking earlier, you can have the best product in the world. If nobody knows about it, it's not the best product in the world. Right?
Yep.
Now, I come to your little factory. I come there, and whatever. We bring you on. And I don't want just the big guys. I want the cigar lounge guys. I want the small owners. Yeah. I want a regular guy that's from Haiti, loves cigars. I want a new guy, Nicholas, right here. Just smoked his first cigar this weekend. Do you know why he did it, really? He goes, I got to do one. He goes, I want yours. He tell him, Nick, you could tell when I tell him, what is it?
So I could tell when, so say I'm editing all day and he's gone doing work, like out of the office, and he walks in, I could tell instantly that he was smoking all day that wasn't a Crooked Diamond. Like, as soon as he opens the door, I'm like, holy shit, dude. Like, holy cow. Yep. And he's like, how do you know that? I'm like, I could smell it. Like, I could totally smell you, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what happened with that is he liked it. He made him roll, made him do the fill. They gave us the... So he said to me, I want to try one. If you ever watch a guy try a cigar for the first time? It is fun, man. He pulls. I said, Nick, it's not a joint. Don't inhale.
That's the problem. That's one of the biggest problems.
He goes like this. He goes, don't inhale.
Well, he's used to the other thing. It's you inhale.
It's a big problem.
You hold.
So it's a whole. I said, you want to puke?
A whole different dynamic.
You guys will like the story. I go on a show. I go to LA to do a bunch of shows. I actually leave and go, how do you do that? I go on LA Live. It's the biggest show in LA. And we did the show at a cigar lounge. National, biggest show in LA. NBC, I think it was. Of course, how did you do that? Because you can't. Well, my story is a little bit different than cigars. I'm a redemption story, as you said.
That's beautiful.
Guy who went away, did bad things, and turned his life around. I have the #1 program for young people in the country, United States.
That's good.
It's used by Congress, used on by the United States Congress, used by police departments everywhere. And now I'm in the cigar business. I'm in a lot of businesses, and I love this business because what we talked about, which is the camaraderie.
Yep.
But I'm on this show, right? So I go to LA Live and did that. And they gave me a 12-minute... I toured the lounge. It was crazy. I'll show it to you. It's all just Google. But I end up going on another internet show. It's called Dopajola. He'll probably hear it. Very big. He's a pot website, platform. Little, about my size, which is pretty good. And he's a great guy, 34 years old. And he sits down and he puts 2 big old blunts in front of me. And this is the show. And I know what it is. He goes, hey, OG, he goes, you don't have to try to keep up with us. And I blew them away, man. But besides that, what I did is I brought him a box of cigars. Yeah. Not even mine weren't made yet. but I had a box of Oliva. I think I took the Melanio or whatever it was.
Melanio. Yeah.
Melanio.
Of course,
It's a wonderful cigar.
Great cigar. So I break the cigar to him. I said, let's open it. And he goes, I never smoked a cigar. This is on air. He goes, I never smoked a cigar. So I said, I'll show you everything. I show him how to cigar. We're on the show. He doesn't pick, because I told him, I said, listen, his name is Thomas, too. I said, Thomas, if you inhale that cigar, you're going to fall down and puke, and I'm going to finish your show.
Yep.
And he really enjoyed it. I mean, we I don't know if I made him a cigar smoker, but he enjoyed it. And a lot of young people want to get into the cigar business. Believe me, I mean, smoking cigars. It's the hottest thing now. Cigars are back in a big way. Mm-hmm. I know my audience. And you know why? Did you know the study that's out that all the big boys did from the government?
Yeah.
If you smoked a cigar, let's say you never smoked a cigarette in your life. Never smoked one in your life. And now you smoke cigars. You never smoked cigars ever, ever, ever. You're both there. Did you know you got a longer life expectancy than a person who never smoked a cigar in their life?
Wow.
This is not my study. This is not Oliva's study. This is a federal study by people who hate the industry. They cannot deny the data. This is just, I don't know if you know this came out. You know why? In the thing, it's about stress. It's about relaxing. What does a person do when they get a cigar? What are we doing?
Meltdown.
Sitting back. Yep. There's not stress. There's nothing. You're kicking.
You know what? You talk about all the stresses in your life with your good friends that it ain't gonna go anywhere else. And if you can count on your buddies, it's wonderful. I tell you, it's therapy, and then it costs $15.
Exactly. What I've learned.
Well,
for the cigar, I was like
$15.
Look at therapy. He's been in therapy. No, you need it. He's retarded, so he needs it.
What I mean. There's
he's got Down syndrome.
Us, but,
no, he don't have Down. I'm fucking with him. But I better get great. I don't want to. We'll be all. I'll be on Joe. I'll be on some mega show and they're gonna kill me.
Back in, it's like 10 years.
But this is therapy.
It really is.
Cigars are therapy. It helps the brain. We talk more. Look, I play dominoes.
You learn a lot.
I'm playing with you sometime.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
When we come down for that, I want a tour. Is that done?
Done.
When I get my schedule cleared,
boys, we're again. This is
what
how
days do you do it?
We play Tuesdays, Thursdays. Thursdays we're usually in Little Havana, or Sundays.
That's where I want to be. And what time? Just tell me.
Around 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Night.
Yeah.
So if I come down in a day with the RV, we can park it somewhere.
Yeah. We'll schedule it out, and we'll make sure we have it, and it'll be out in the open there, and you'll be there with 14, 15 guys. We'll go do the walk around with Little Havana.
Nick, you gotta get ready with that. Bring
over 3,000 people a day come to Little Havana.
Like the help for the filming. I want to do that right.
Yeah, there's over 3,000 people that come to Little Havana every day.
Every day.
Every day, and there's so many cigar shops, and and there's so much. Culture.
Nobody speaks English.
Yeah, sure they speak.
I know
English,
they do. What I meant, I want the authentic English. Stuff.
Hola, señor, cómo está? How are you, Mister? That's about
Todo bien.
Listen, it's more important for you to speak Spanish in Miami than English.
Listen, you know where I learned Spanish? Prison. My cellies were always Hispanic of some sort, Cuban, Colombian, and mostly. And I'm open. I like to know about
You're saying that most of the crooks speak Spanish?
They're all crooks. All Spanish. Wait. All crooks are Spanish. You knew that. Do you speak Spanish?
But not all Spanish are crooks.
Words, just a couple words.
So you're like me.
Yeah, just a couple words. I get it wrong.
Does anybody in the cigar industry speak Creole?
Oh, a lot.
They're really?
A lot of Haitians smoke cigars, man. It's a big
lot,
industry.
my friend. A lot.
Big industry, I'm telling you.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Big industry.
So, okay, how long ago did you start a cigar? You went to Haiti because you're from originally.
Yeah, originally from
You
Haiti.
love cigars. You go to Haiti and you say...
No, I used to live there. Then I went to school in the States. And then, I did business in Jamaica. I did business in Miami. And I moved back to Haiti. And then I said, Hardy, this is not a cigar lounge here. This is ridiculous. I mean, a full cigar lounge. You had a couple shops that used to sell cigars, but no lounge.
That was his excuse to smoke about
But
10 cigars a day.
I've been smoking cigars since I've been smoking cigars since I was 15 years old. I'm 49 today.
Today?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
No, not today. Today till I'm still alive. So, and now I've been smoking minimum 5-6 cigars a day for the last 30 years. And
but this is a question a lot of people have. Whenever I get think something that I know a zillion people do. Is there enough money there? Everybody hears how poor it is.
Of course there's money there, man.
There's money everywhere.
Of course.
Wow. Would you think that? Have you ever been to Haiti?
I wouldn't, but I have 3 cigar lounges that sell my cigars in Haiti.
That's great. No, the reason I only ask that is because, you're American now. I mean, you're from Cuba originally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that. Haiti would be one of the last places that I would think Dominican, it's become more commercial, especially with all the cruise ships.
Yeah, with all the tourists and everything.
Yeah, tourists. What a racket those tourists got. You ever see those in Bahamian? They come up, oh, you want a box of Cohiba? That's a box of pig shit.
No, that's not.
Absolutely.
You guys laugh at that. I look at this guy, get the fuck out of here. Who you think I'm talking to, an idiot? You know. But I love that you're doing that because not only I think that brings culture. I think it brings people together, like he says.
Of course.
In Haiti or wherever it is. And hopefully they get stable where more people can go there.
Yep.
I'm not a traveler. Something about Europe that just doesn't turn me on. Maybe I've seen too much, read too much. Not that it's bad at all.
No.
I don't want to go walk and go to Louvre and go to Paris and go to the Eiffel Tower. I'm a lazy prick. I want to come here to Little Havana, walk some shops, go play dominoes, have more drinks, go play whatever. That's just me. And I would go to a Haiti where we can go to a cigar. I would make his lounge the destination. Right? Would you do that, Nick?
It is a destination.
Are we doing it?
Yeah, no, I would much rather go to Nicaragua, Haiti, Vietnam. I'm with you. I have no desire to go smell the Eiffel Tower. I have none. And then I heard and right now, the new trend right now is to go to Paris where the Eiffel Tower is, and instead of showing all the good parts, really show like all the graffiti and the trash on the street, and it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's not getting a good rep right now, but I don't know. I've never felt like, oh, I want to go to Rome.
Rome, well, maybe Rome, but no. He's saying, see, a lot of people work for me. How old are the guys in Boston? I don't even know.
21.
I got guys in Boston, three 21, 24, 22, whatever the hell they are. I love working with young people because you realize where the world is going. They're the future. Let's face it. All of us in here, we're dead soon.
Yep, we're done.
Let's be honest. That's being morbid. This kid's 26. He's going to live another 60 years.
Well, these guys keep us young.
They sure do. Especially
just
the
like
other sex.
just like the women.
I just said.
You're young.
Furman, I just said, especially the other sex. No, he keeps me young by me yelling at him.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a great kid.
He's amazing.
He is. He's good. I got lucky to get somebody who wants to understand the businesses I'm in and be right with me and not have the anchor, and doing what I do because I'm never stopping.
You know what? I mean, from the little bit that I know you, you're a fantastic guy.
I think I am. Thank you.
Not only because you're outspoken and you know everything that you do and your camaraderie as we were talking about.
Camaraderie.
You know what I mean? It's like it's you.
We met and we connected. We met and we connected.
100%.
That's exactly. I feel connected to you. I'm a kind of guy. I'm such a feel guy. I hate meetings that I got to go to this corporate room. I am so bad. I'm telling you, Nick. I am so bad. The presidential candidate I'm in. No, he even goes, Larry, you weren't just in your regular shorts. What was I in when I did that meeting? He goes, tell me what happened.
I was like, all right, I set us up a presidential candidate. He's coming in. He's coming in about 2 weeks. It wasn't like, oh, he's coming here right now. He'll be here in 2 weeks. Day he gets here, like, all right, he's cool. He walks in, best suit I've ever seen. He's got like fucking badges of honor and buttons, and Larry's over here in a cutoff shirt, holes in his socks, no shoes, basketball shorts, no underwear. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? He's like, he looks up and I fuck around. I don't care. Dude. I was like, I don't care, bro.
Actually, I did do some research on him. Obviously, I do my job, and so I know. I don't even think anymore when I'm there because I take care of my mom. So I built a studio. Really, matter of fact, Corey comes to the studio. He tells his staff, he comes to the studio. Corey, he goes, I don't know if this was going to get hit by the mob or something. It's in a neighborhood. What's in my mom's garage? I built a beautiful studio. And Corey walked in and goes, oh, my God. He goes, there's a house attached to the studio. Meaning, it was like that. So I don't even think about it. I get up. I got a lot of work to do, videos. When I got to do a video, what am I wearing, all that bullshit. But I just researched the guy and it was getting going. I didn't know who he was going to be or anything. I know who. I didn't think he had a secretary with him or whoever he had with him. And nice guy. So we sit down and actually I hit him with a few questions on the bank. He goes, oh, you know what you're doing. Like, I did enough on it. Then I said to him, hey, listen, great speech, great talk to me. I'm very socially liberal. I don't give a fuck what you do. Fiscally conservative. Don't steal my money. Other than that, you want to fuck who you... I don't give a fuck. You fuck your rooster in front of on 14th. I told the guy, I says, listen, you got me. Turn now and convince that 26-year-old right there, the producer, to vote for you. The guy turns in his chair, turns to Nick. He starts talking to Nick. Talks to him for a bit. Nick's listening and everything. We do a whole show. He leaves. I said, Nick, what do you think? Tell him what you thought.
Well, after, I was like, oh, that's good. It's good. And on the mic, I said, yeah, that's good. And he's like, off the mic, he was like, I saw your eyes glaze over after like 30 seconds of him talking to you. I was like, yeah, I don't, no, I have no idea what he said. He didn't talk shit on anyone's wife. He didn't call anyone ugly. I was like, I have not a clue what that man said. Nothing, dude.
What he's talking about.
Yep.
Donald Trump goes on stage with...
I'm not a MAGA guy. I don't wear MAGA hats.
No.
I don't vote for Donald. But...
he loves the chaos that's going on.
Johnny's got my attention, bro. You know, like, he's got my attention.
He said, Trump comes out and says, Rand Paul's ugly. Or he goes, in a debate, Donald Trump actually said this. He's debating Ted Cruz. In the middle of a heated debate, he goes, Ted, your wife's a dog. We went back and looked at. He said this.
So everybody looked up Ted's wife.
Ugly as a dog.
You know what that means?
She's a fucking dog.
You know what that means? He's keeping it real.
Oh, listen, what
That's
better?
what it
He
means.
goes.
He does keep
He
it
goes.
He's
He goes.
keeping it
Ted,
real.
your wife's a dog. Ted, we don't talk to people like that. This is Texas. He goes. She's still a dog. Everybody knows.
That's it. Keeping it real.
1 week later, Ted Cruz comes on the radio. I support Donald J. Trump. He quit. He probably went home. His wife said, Ted, you better get off this race because that guy's killing me. I don't even know the wife she looks like. What I'm getting at, he's crazy.
He got home, he saw the wife look like the dog.
You know what's funny? No, what he meant.
Fuck it, I gotta talk. Ted, you fucking pussy, bro.
He did say that. My thought was with him, because I'm around a lot of young people and I deal with them in my other business. And I do believe in the young people. Everybody says, no, they're smart. They're smarter than you think. We all in this room didn't know technology, of course, because we weren't around it. You. Come on, you're old enough that it's all new shit to you.
Absolutely. Yep.
These kids, they grow up with it.
They did.
It is nothing for them. And you know what? Politics is saying the same thing. He is used to crazy shit going on. Listen, Biden can't walk. The guy's brain dead.
He can't talk.
Listen, I'm not getting into politics. We know he can't fuck. I mean, he can't walk. How's he gonna fuck?
Can't do anything.
I ain't seen a heart on it 20 years.
President that fucks, you know? Like,
Yeah. Even if Stormy Daniels, good for him. I liked Clinton. She put a cigar in there. How can't you like Clinton for that? I know those girls are gonna hate me. I'm gonna get a lot of emails on that. But I look at what he said was very eye-opening. Though he was legit. Here's a guy who had some plans. The economist. He was
he had amazing plans for sure. All of them would work. You should probably implement that.
Yeah, he was really good, to be honest. I would vote him if I ever thought he had I can't vote. I'm a felon. But my point is, it shows me where the young people are at, or the people are, and even, again, I'm going to go back to cigars for 1 minute here. Cigars, if a presidential candidate went to a cigar lounge and they did an event at a cigar lounge, he would kill it.
Absolutely.
Do you know how many people, whether they like him or not, nobody, you get some stupid Karen, you know what a Karen is, right? Some stupid bitch Karen that doesn't like the cigar. Oh, go, yeah, I'll spray it with my shit. But my point is, the whole world is getting back off that cancel courage, if you know that. I don't give a fuck, as you can tell. I really don't. People say, you're going to get canceled. Well, go fuck yourself. How's that? What are you going to cancel? You can't cancel someone who don't want to be canceled. No. What are you going to do, hate me? So what? I know a lot of people, listen, hey, I was a criminal. There's a lot of people I'm sure don't like me. I was actually a good criminal. They couldn't get anybody to come testify against me. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hurt them. They all made money in insurance.
We all choose the way we want to live and die.
Absolutely.
You know what? I choose cigars. I'm okay with it.
What I'm getting at
My
is...
old man does the same thing. They told him, hey, you
Your
can't
father?
smoke.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he is still alive.
Is your parent, both of them?
Yeah, they are.
Are they in Cuba?
No, they're here. They're here.
That's a blessing, man.
But here's the thing is, my father used to always smoke cigarettes all the time. Now he's only cigars. And my mom's always like, oh, you're going to keep smoking, whatever. Yeah. I go, Mom, he enjoys his cigar. Let him. If he's going to live to 85, 86, 87, whatever. But he's enjoying his life. This is what he likes to do. Why are we going to be taking that privilege?
At that age.
This is the few
at
things
any
that we
age,
have.
though.
Yeah, but even worse at that age.
Every day.
What?
With your mom smoking tobacco.
What about it?
Nicotine.
Oh, I don't care.
You're like, she's like 90.
My mother's 90. She'll be 91. She smokes a pack and a half a day for 70 years. You know what I just said? 70 years she smokes a pack. So someone says, oh, she shouldn't. Are you kidding me? That's probably what's keeping her alive.
Probably.
Listen, you take those cigarettes away, I'm telling you, my mother's a pisser. She loves Nick. He's like her little son.
It's like we were talking earlier, George Burns, huh? It's like, what does your doctor say? He's dead. He's dead.
Isn't that great? No, think about what we're doing. We're sitting here, obviously friendships forged, everything happens in life over a cigar, number one.
Yes, sir.
After that, listen, there's people you meet, you don't meet again. I get it. Obviously, I told you I wanted to meet. We connected in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And I said to Fern, I'll be there. And and I'm so glad. There's so many people I got to see. We got to close now because I got to go somewhere. Because the other guys, those Reno and them.
Yeah.
And I just believe that the cigar industry itself is an industry that I think more politicians should understand. Oh, they're not going to be canceled because they're going to a cigar lounge and there's smoke. Studies are out. Be ballsy enough to say it and fight for it. Nick, if that guy went and said, listen, Nick, I'm running for president. I think it's bullshit. I don't give a crap. You know what? I don't care if he fucks his wife. I don't care if he fucks a girlfriend, but I got better. He would have loved him. He would have said, wow, that guy's got it going on.
If he said fuck, I'd be like, you're in, bro.
Yeah.
You just said the word fuck.
Just a word.
You're talking about the politics in cigars, Look at what Rocky Patel and the PCA have done.
Oh.
He's
Rocky's a great guy.
Great guy. I don't know him personally. I shook his hand the other day.
Yeah.
We
we're born the same year.
No way.
I'm getting old. No, you're right.
But he's been pioneering this thing. He's on top of it. He
was a lawyer.
All the big guys. Tudo. AJ. All these guys. Behind the PCA, and that's fantastic.
I got a lot of respect for all of them.
Tons of.
So do you, and I know that.
Tons.
I met Rocky, and I met him at a couple of places. He goes, "Oh, we met." Yeah. I actually kind of almost forget. I go to these events, and I got a lot of young people coming. Oh, I saw you, and I follow you, or whatever. That's what got us thinking about the network we're making. Actually, it's gotten it's gonna be big. You guys be there. So when Rocky, when Fred. I said, I want to interview. He goes, how about Juan Martinez from Hoya, Nicaragua? He's there. And then Rocky saw you want to come over, and he said, "Hey, remember?" I said, "Yeah, I did. I kind of did. I did, but not. I know who's Rocky Patel. I mean, it's a cigar, great cigar.
Great.
And we started talking about like age, and he's a lawyer. I'm a lawyer, and I got my law degree. He got a law degree, all this shit. And he was telling me about this. And he was actually held. He was gone for 4 days. I don't know if you knew that. They didn't know if he was kidnapped or anything.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna have him on for a whole show.
Man,
I only did small shows.
Watch it.
Yeah, I only did small shows with the three of them because remember the night?
Yeah.
We were at that white event, whatever the hell it was. So
I heard it was one of the best. That white event was fantastic.
Well, we rocked it. I mean, we had everybody there, and then Nick set up a whole studio like behind this thing. It was perfect, man.
Nice. Good job, Nick.
It was a good job. He did a good job because he actually did it with music going on. I how did you? Yeah, we have good equipment. We got the Joe Rogan equipment. Meaning like we got really good equipment. So he had mic things, and then he didn't even use those. He used this. That Rodecaster is the best in the world. You can get. Mm-hmm. So he had all the equipment. He did it right, and I go, "Wow, this is gonna be great." And he said, afterwards, he goes, "The audio is great." Then that's all he gave a shit about.
That's all you hear.
We're good. I'm worried about but I'm not because the people we talked about were 10-minute interviews that were good.
That's the number one thing. Really, that is the number one thing. Like, you could record something in like 360p, 420p, and if the audio is good, people are gonna watch it. They're gonna physically watch it. If you record something in 4K and it's choppy, the audio is just shit. No one is gonna watch it.
Us guys over 50 don't know what the fuck you're saying. 40 dp, 50 dp.
Oh, okay. So you know 4K. You know what 4K means?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know what 4K
sure.
means?
You know what?
4K?
You know what 4K is to him? $4,000.
Yeah. Okay. Let me redo this really quick.
That's what 4K
Okay,
is
so
to him.
That is so true.
He thinks you're telling him you're gonna give him $4,000.
you would much rather watch something at a lower quality, like visually, blurry, and a high audio, like a good audio.
Absolutely.
Like, this is good. I don't care. Now, if you have something that's a really good top-notch quality of visual and the audio is just dog shit, get this off the screen. Like, there's a buzzing or noise in the background. Always, you're gonna be like, get this out of here. Like, get it out of the screen. Like, I don't care.
Well, I've seen some of your work, man. You've done really good work. Larry's blessed.
He's came with me, and he's been with me for a couple of years, and he's learned so much. And I have a lot of good friends that are network people, like NBC, and they're all about education. One of my best friends is from New York, but he's Don Hewitt. Don Hewitt founded 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes. That's his wife is his daughter, and one of my best friends. I love her, Lisa. I go to New York twice a year. I mean, I go more, but I'll go to their house. And we go on Fire Island, get fucking trashed. I like it because there's no cameras. Meaning, like, nobody. It's very private. A lot of directors, a lot of TV bigwigs and shit. And they're so down to earth. I won't fuck with a person that's not down to earth. You can probably tell that. Mm-hmm. I will tell a person.
It takes me 5 minutes to click with somebody.
Bingo.
That's it. 5 minutes.
Jeff, I clicked with him at the table.
Yeah.
I said, that fucking guy's cool. I told Nick, I said,
I don't need
cool
more
guy.
than 5 minutes. I came here, I met you. I'm not, 5 minutes. I said, you know what?
Yeah, I like that.
5 minutes.
Get to know someone.
It takes me 5 minutes.
If I don't like him, I don't like him.
5 minutes.
The first words out of his mouth was "fuck you."
Yeah.
There you go.
5 minutes.
Good friend. I like him.
Oh, that's me all the way.
He says, get up the stairs. I said, fuck you, get up the stairs.
Yeah. I said, I'm going to fall on you. That's it.
Right,
5 minutes.
You're wearing your shoes.
5 minutes.
You're cool, bro.
No, Nick really makes a point that we're living our lives, and I want to, and I, when I built this platform, I built the biggest platform in 3.5 years than anybody. 3.5 years I've been on YouTube, 4 years now, but I've really been monetized, what they call monetized. How many? 1.5 million subscribers, 31 million hours, fucking crazy shit. I don't even get it. Yeah, I get it, but I don't get it to the point of, you stop at an airport. Like, what the fuck you want me for? Me as an ex-con. Who the fuck's looking at me? What the fuck? The FBI. You know what I mean? The FBI. I swear. Fuck, man.
That was like not Vegas, Hard Rock.
When? Oh yeah, that she knows me or some shit.
We were not in the right state of mind for people.
We were on acid. Let's put it that way. But my point,
she won't stop looking. You're like, I fucked her. I was like, fuck you. I was like, God damn it.
I'm at that point, and I that's why I connect with you guys. You are at the table, just bullshit. Then he fucking sells me his car. Actually, the last night I met him, because we met already, he goes, you know the cops over there? Yeah. And he plays dominoes with him. He knows them all, you know. And I love that, because when they're good, they're not going to hang around with shitty people.
Oh, they're good guys.
That's how I look at people. You wouldn't be here if you were an asshole because you were Furman.
Yeah, I would.
Period. You know, I mean, that's just the way life is. I would not. Nick knows. When I hire people or anybody, I don't give a fuck what you did, your record is. I don't give a shit. Because everybody needs second chances. Redemption.
Absolutely. Don't judge, man.
Absolutely. My parents, that's the best gift they've ever given me, is not to be judged. Don't judge. And my parents have zero prejudice. They taught us that. I told Fred's father that. I said, you know, you gave your son a work ethic and a respect for people that forget it, money. Listen, money comes and goes. Believe me, I know that. And we all want it. We all want to live better. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't, then you're fucking something wrong with you too.
There is, of course.
But I won't give that for who I am. I could have fucking ratted on John Gotti and these guys, and I would have did 2 years and kept all my money. Fuck you. My
That's
dad
strong.
dealt.
That's strong.
Listen, they call that facing the devil.
That's strong.
You know, a lot of people don't do it. Believe me, I know the system. It wasn't because of them. It wasn't because of any man.
Because of you.
It was
Integrity.
It was because my dad. My dad instilled in me that it meant more. Your word means more. I told you I'd be here. I will fucking be here.
Yeah.
When we set up Cuba,
We did.
Little Havana, I will be there.
I'm gonna take you to every shop,
and I will love
and
it.
you will. Be
Until I
everyone.
get so fucking tired, I say, "Come on, Furman, are you trying to kill me over here?" But we're gonna close. I got
Second shot.
second. Hear what he says?
Take it
Second.
have some mojitos, and we'll have some nice.
Couple of questions.
Cigars.
Last time, because man, you know they're waiting for me, the other ones, but that's okay. Ivan, you haven't talked much. I know you're a hitman for fucking the big boy, Jeff. Nah. How are you liking it over here?
You need to be on the mic.
Oh, give him the mic.
Take the mic.
How are you liking it over here? Grab it.
I love it. I'm blessed I've met someone like you.
Oh, how about him?
Amazing.
It's just,
Nick,
I don't know about
Nick,
that
Nick.
kid over there.
Now, I don't know about that. Do we have to kill him? Yeah.
Jeff is an amazing guy. Very focused.
Obviously, I connected with Jeff.
Consistent on what he's doing. Believes in what he's doing. And that's where success starts.
Absolutely.
You know?
Everything I've ever done started with me. Even when people tell us it's not going to work or whatever, you got to push back a little bit. You really do.
Something that we spoke earlier, I think it's all about the energy. I love your energy. I love your energy. I was telling Jeff earlier. It's about energy.
Great.
When it's bad energy, it's not going to work. Like Jeff said, 5 minutes, I don't want to be there anymore. When it's energy, when energy is
You
good,
never want to leave.
you never want to live.
That's a great
This
question.
all
interview
about
could
the
be
energy.
another hour. You know.
Oh,
we could
easy.
Shoot the shit here for another hour.
You are right. I mean, he said it right. It is an energy, and especially I meet a lot of people just because of what I do, but again, the cigar and you guys and meeting the people in Nicaragua. I told Nick he's going back. Oh, he goes, yes, I am. I want to go. And I told my manager and I told another guy who worked for me. I says, you two have to go. You know what I mean? Because they have to understand the process.
I'm going to bring you to Haiti when Haiti gets better.
And Jeff,
I promise you that.
Oh, you, but I'm going to ask you that. But when just on that off note, when my guys go to, if I go or not, I hope they go to meet you. I'll tell you come. You know,
Yeah,
we're going to
let me know.
yeah, you know,
I'll come over for that.
I tell you, the first time is daunting when you don't know. I was lucky. Listen, Oliva opened up, and Oliva can do anything they want. You know, we were worried about kidnapping. I said, listen, Oliva will get us out. I hope.
Listen, I've driven all of Nicaragua by myself.
Wow. Again, knowing the language a little different.
It is. But everybody's genuinely nice. You know, you go south of Managua, you're in Costa Rica.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost Costa Rica. You know, you go.
I used to go there once a month.
You go to San Juan del Sur. You go to Granada. You go, Matepe. There's gringos, Europeans.
Yeah, called expats too. You know,
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful place. So,
You know,
leave it
I'm
on that.
retired military, and I even have Social Security now. Believe that shit. I don't even believe it. And they said, if you just go there, if you go down there with your pension and your thing, you live like a king.
Yep.
You live like a king.
I said, I live pretty good now, but and I looked at it and I said, why? And they go, because there's a lot of expats. They call them expats, people from America who go down there and retire, and they do their thing. Let me go before you. And Jeff, first of all, great meeting you.
Great meeting you,
Really
too.
great meeting you. I'm going to ask you something on air, so if you answer it, you got to do it. I'll cancel it. I won't. Okay. I want to go to Haiti with Nick. You want to go?
I'm coming with you guys.
It's done.
You coming?
I'm coming.
You never been there?
I've never been.
No, he's
Will you
done.
go? You promise that on air?
I promise it on air. Let me tell
On
you,
air, I promise
have
you.
many Haitian friends, like I've told you, and I tell you, I've been wanting to go for a long time. So
Jeff,
will
I hope
go
you
with
come with me. Well, let's do it,
let's
man.
do it.
I'll bring him.
Next week.
That's all I got to. No, we ain't going. I got so much. I'm going to I got videos. Are you kidding me? Next week?
So much.
Jesus. No, wait. So we're gonna set up. We'll get one more. If we can. Of course, I don't worry about. So me, him, and another person. Obviously, you and whoever you want to bring. We'll set something up. I'll talk to you.
For sure.
Jeff, is that?
For sure.
I'm worried. Honestly, all kid aside is a safety issue. And listen, I'm no pussy. I don't give a fuck. I'll go fight them. You give me a gun. Just
Don't
give
worry.
me an Uzi.
When
I
you
can't
go-
have one in America. I will go back to
If
prison.
there's
don't
something
worry.
I know, we're going to be safe with Jeff.
That means a lot. You're telling that. It really does.
We'll be
Is that true? I mean, we're good.
100%.
Is that true?
So how long should we stay there? I don't want to go crazy shit.
No,
I want to go to
we-
your cigar lounge.
We'll go 5 days,
3,
6
4,
days.
5
Yeah.
days?
Yeah, 5 days.
Yeah.
You know, when everything's fixed, I'll take you down there.
Do they have their ups and downs?
Yeah. Right now, I would say no, because there's too much things going on.
You would tell me no. Let's not go.
Not now.
Wow.
Not now.
If he's telling us no, I ain't fucking going, guys.
I ain't going.
But it's not
You're
gonna
like
be.
me, Furman. You
it's
ain't
not
go,
gonna be
buddy.
like that. It's not
We
gonna.
live through.
It's not gonna be.
Now,
it's
are you
not gonna
from
be
there,
like
Ivan?
that.
You still there?
Back and forth. Yeah.
Wow. So listen to him.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Not
Go
now. Not now.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Not now. But when it's ready, believe me.
Okay, give
gonna
give
do
me
it.
a time estimate.
Let's say by the end of the year.
How about next year or anything?
Yeah.
Well, you tell us.
100%.
And I'm gonna stay in touch. We're gonna
that's
get
it.
your number. We got numbers. We'll get
Yeah,
them
we're done. It's done. It's a done deal.
done.
And once I say something's done, it's done.
I believe me. If I didn't believe that your word meant something,
It's
I
like
wouldn't
if I
talk to you.
say Fernan is done, he's done. But Fernand's not gonna be done.
I get it. And I appreciate that. And I totally want to go. And you have a cigar out. Can you tell the audience what your cigar is?
Yeah, it's called The Goat. It's by me, and it's rolled by AJ Fernandez. I met him, like I said before. Went down there with Greg Dana, a good friend of mine. Met some wonderful people. And then me and AJ just clicked. And then he
AJ Fernandez, people.
AJ Fernandez, he rolled a cigar. I mean, I'll give you an experience with me and AJ. You know, I met him, kept going down there every couple months, and then kept meeting him because I used to buy the AJ cigars for AJ Fernandez cigars for my lounge in Haiti. And he said, you know what, I'm going to roll a cigar for you. Let me tell you. AJ,
He rolled it?
He personally took tobacco from his office that he brought from the field, and he physically rolled it. I have the video. And he rolled a cigar for me, and I said, you know what? That's a hell of a thing for me, you know?
Let me ask you a question. Did you
man
smoke it?
Oh, yeah, I smoked the whole thing.
You got the video. Did he roll it good?
Yes.
Don't lie.
No, he rolled it good.
I'm
That
going to ask
That
him.
guy's good.
I'm going to say, JJ, did
You
fuck
can
that
ask him.
cigar?
You can say,
he
Nasser
rolls
said
cigars.
you rolled a cigar for me. And let me tell you, the guy's a professional. Professional.
His story's
And-
amazing. I got to have him on for a
You know
whole
why?
show.
He will.
His story from Cuba and
He's a fantastic guy. He's a really
and
nice guy.
his story.
Yeah.
And you know, I met so many good people down there. I met another guy called Gustavo Cura. He works for
fantastic
Naxa.
Godfather. He's
I
the
mean,
godfather of
this guy doesn't let me
tobacco,
sleep in a hotel. He says, you're sleeping at my house.
I love that.
He works for Naxa.
I did get that.
I mean,
felt that.
This guy is
Gustavo Cura.
Gustavo
So you're-
Cura. He's
okay.
a Cuban guy. He's been working in the tobacco for over 30 years. I mean, incredible.
Listen,
incredible.
I met those guys from Cuba because
You know,
I was in the
I
fields.
mean, it took me 3 minutes to click with that guy.
100%.
You know?
You and I are a lot alike like
amazing.
that.
It's amazing.
You clip with Jeff, and I appreciate you coming. And his cigars, guys, if you want to look at them, just check out the
I'm
link.
going to put you on the spot because you're smoking it. You got to give the review now.
You see where it's going all the way down?
Yeah, that's good.
If I didn't
sign.
like it, it'd be in my ashtray.
That's a good sign.
His cigar went all the way down. They go down. Listen, what I've learned a lot about cigar business is you get to like what you want, and you, like you said earlier, a lot of like per se. Maybe there's different wrappers and different things that go.
For sure.
Listen, I went through every process that Oliva does, and I did them where they blow the air through, it has to be there. I've done it. Listen, we did videos. It's going to be a whole series. We're going to probably have, I don't know how many videos, right, Nick? He's got to go to work, this kid. Oh, my God.
Finally, he's going to do some work.
Nah, listen, he does a lot more work than you think.
I'm just busting his balls.
I know you are, Jeff. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Your info is in the below.
Yes.
Now, thanks again, Jeff.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, friend.
Nice meeting you, man.
Furman, we met. We had a great time. Obviously, continuing it. We're met now. I feel like I know you've said hours now sitting down bullshitting. Furman's the dude who gives me the 11 freaking 12-inch cigar, if you want to call it. I don't know. Yeah. It was so big. Listen, I felt small. But very thin, so I felt good again. Furman, first of all, a couple questions. Will you go with me to Haiti?
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
100%.
On the air, you can't mess it up.
No,
I got a lot of witnesses.
I'm going with you, man.
Nick, we have a blast there, man.
You're going to have a blast.
Yeah, I do want to go. That is something I will go. Even in danger. Listen, kill me now. I'm 62. And fuck, I live the hell of a fucking life.
Yeah, same here.
I'm just saying, a bulletproof chuck is content.
Oh, see? See how you think? See how kids think?
Bulletproof
chuck. That's GTA. You don't even know what GTA is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of that, here's my pitch. I was gonna wait. I wasn't gonna say it all. I was gonna say it off air, but I do want to put you on the spot. Do you know who FaZe Clan is? Do you know FaZe Clan?
FaZe Clan.
No. Okay, so they are one of the biggest gaming groups. Like, they win tournaments, they make money, they've got millions and millions and millions of people on the internet. I think you should hit up one of them. If you got,
we'll help you.
If you got the pockets, you'll make. You probably do. But if you're willing to drop the pocket change on these guys, you will make so much money. With this, their core thing is red, right? Their main vibe of their channel is red. And here's their emblem. You ready?
Oh, shit.
Let me see it.
Their logo's just like mine.
Get out!
All you have to do is, hey, how much do you want per month just to smoke my cigar on stream? You know? And you got a box with your logo.
He never did that to me.
Your logo upside down. Your logo upside down. On top of that.
Yeah.
See the way they
So
think?
the only reason I
man.
wanted to do that is because now you're on a fucking time clock. So either you do it.
Well, I'm doing
But, you know,
my box is changing red.
No, it was just the emblem. It's
It's
like,
not like anything. I'm
you know?
very similar to Larry. I mean, if you look at my box design and you look at everything I've done, you know, I'm basically going to the young audience. You know, I'm not
You
old
are.
school. I'm not old school. You
We're
know,
new. Both of us are new.
You know, it's young. It's flavorful. It's fantastic cigar.
And I heard you have a starter pack.
I do have.
We'll talk.
Starbucks.
We'll talk. We will.
Yeah, you sell them on your line and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
We could kill this.
Yeah, but
You know-
I am thankful, very from
Yeah.
the bottom of my heart, for bringing me on and bringing. By the way, this is the first interview I have.
Absolutely.
My first interview.
Let me.
is you.
And
Really?
Fernan-
Did you
Fernan
never
said-
interview
I've
it?
never, and I've told many people, I don't want to be interviewed, but
Well,
I've done it today.
I hope it's not the last, number one.
Oh no!
As you
man.
can say, we do interviews in a lounge. We're in a fucking cigar lounge, guys.
Yep.
Literally. And this is the way I do things. You come to my office, wherever you're at. I smoke. I don't give a shit. I'll take you for the best roast beef sandwich in the world. I'm not kidding.
I fucking love roast beef.
Oh, Nick.
Goodness.
Gotta take him to Main Street for roast beef.
had one in 3 months.
He's mad because we've been
I'm
so
coming
busy.
up. I'm coming up. You tell
seriously.
me when, I'm gonna come up.
No, seriously, come see my office. What? Okay, wait. Yeah, you come see my office. We're gonna do stuff. You know, obviously we're here. When I connect with guys like this, I love it. This is what I live for.
Thanks to Fernan. He just said, you know what? I'm going to take you somewhere. I'm having an interview and you come.
He had no idea. He had no idea.
That's what happened today.
He goes, hey, I just got in from Haiti. But come on, let's go hit a couple of lounges. And, at the end of the day, we're going to meet Larry. He's got the YouTube.
Yep.
He's
Just
got all
like
these
that.
channels. He's a fantastic guy. I'm like, come on.
Boom.
I'm glad you brought it. I really am. You know that. And if you bring somebody, I know he's good. See, that's the difference between, I come from the old school, the old friendship school. If you introduce me to someone, he's already up on a pedestal, one up at least. Because you wouldn't bring him if he was an asshole.
No.
I know, me too. If I introduce you to someone, you can believe that that guy's good. Period. And it's, I believe that. And Furman, we connected, and I love that. I love that it's natural. We just hanged out. I saw him sitting there. I said, well, I don't know. We smoked a cigar. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're drunk. It's famous. I love that place. And we connected. And I love the fact that you're just like me in the fact you're starting out in this business in our own way.
Yeah.
We have other things going. You're working. You're great. You're a good representative for your company. You did good with your company, and you represented them well.
Absolutely.
You talked to me very positively about your company work.
I love what I do.
I do. And then we also love the industry we're in. We like cigars. We like people. And I look forward. We got to go. We definitely got to. Matter of fact, next time we go to Nicaragua, I'll let you know. Hopefully
you got to let me know so you can come to my factory.
Yeah, I totally want to go to your factory.
I'm going to sit you down, and we're going to roll cigars together.
I rolled now. I know how to roll.
All right.
Let me tell you what happened to us.
Nick is going to get it on video. If you don't,
it's
going to be your problem.
I got to say that.
I've got it.
Wait. I got something better. So we go. So we got all these people. I said, who's your best roller? They bring the best roller out here, whatever it is. And you're talking about 400 rollers right there. Right there.
You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to get my best roller. There's very few people that can make that Lancetto.
Oh, I bet.
Yep.
I'll tell you what.
And he hand rolls them by hand. So
a Lancetto's, guys, he's talking about the 12, 11 and a half inch.
Yeah. So what happens is, these guys in Nicaragua, they're amazing. They can do about 350, 400 cigars a day, right? That Lancetto, this guy can only do about 80 a day.
Wow. I got to go. Wait. I know, Craig. We're going to go do that. Yeah. Not only you listening, he's talking about his long cigar. We're going to put it in I'm actually going to put Nick, I want you to put a picture in it of his cigar, the one I did. I got the picture we smoke, but we'll get it. We're going to do one again. And I'm going to get it stuff. And like you said, Nick, they know this shit whatever better than you and me.
I got all my things pulled up right
Guys, Nick's all over. Hey, he's got it.
You want to tap? No, I've been for the past 2 months. Oh, I've been balls deep in this. How the fuck do I get these cigars in something I'm seeing? Something, because I don't read a magazine. How do you guys do it? I don't know how you guys do it. But then I saw your logo. The top 10 phase, they got hundreds of people in their clan. It sounds a little
you don't know.
Their term, they make money doing tournaments and making content on YouTube. Top 10. Phase 3 is at 1.9 million. We got another 2 million. Phase K. Phase Rain, 2.1. Phase Jev, 2.1. 2.1. All the way up.
Easy, Nick, because you're going to put him out of business.
Yeah.
No,
now for
hey, see, it's not that easy.
He's giving me a hard on.
And I love it. He gives me a hard on, but not that one. No. What you're saying is, but Nick, we're gonna talk about it. Numbers are numbers, and he's done. He can be. We'll do it. He's got to worry about production, and you know that.
Production's not a problem. The problem is
we're gonna go over here.
We'll work.
I'll talk to you later. I'll take a piece, and you're done. No, we gotta get going. I'm so late, but you know what? Furman, we're going to be clicked.
No,
We
absolutely.
clicked already.
This is a live friendship.
You need, yeah, absolutely. You need to be doing more interviews, to be honest. You're good on it, and you got to get guys like myself, though. A lot of interviewers want to get stuff. I usually I know everybody in this industry, the media industry. There are a few that are assholes, and I don't even go talk to them.
As usual.
I don't. You know what I mean? I don't deal with them. I'm not gonna deal with them. I don't give a shit. I don't care how big you are, and I go on the biggest shows in the world. You know, I was just on Lex Friedman. Lex Friedman is the second, third largest podcast in the world. Is it?
I don't know the stats, but to me, he's number 2. Yeah.
So, I mean, behind Joe Rogan. You know who Joe Rogan is. And Joe Rogan, I gave a box of my cigars. But, and because he's a cigar smoker, obviously. But when I go on, I'll bring a box of yours too. But, so my point is, you need to be doing that. Obviously, if you're in this business, it is a passion.
Yeah.
If it's not a passion, we wouldn't be here, any of us. I mean, we'd be here because of friends, but we wouldn't be on tape.
Yeah,
We'd be just hanging out.
Correct.
And we'll do that too a lot.
Yeah,
I am looking forward to Little Havana.
so
Within
am I.
the next month. Is that good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nick, we got to coordinate that. You got to coordinate
We'll coordinate it.
And you got to bring another guy. Maybe the kid, Jeremy or whoever, to help. Got it? I mean,
I got you.
Okay, whoever. Because it's going to be a hell of a fucking
I'll
trip.
call Jeremy tonight.
Shut up. He's asshole. He thinks he can do it all. No, he needs help
No,
now.
that was not.
He's going to need help. Obviously. We go crazy, and he needs help. And I want to punch him in the head, this little kid.
No, you're
Thinks he
good.
can do it all.
That was not the joke, guys. But
Yeah, it is. Look, are you all right with the camera here? Everything good?
I'm fantastic, dude.
Furman, thank you.
You guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
man.
We're going to
for
put
having us
Furman's information.
Thank you for having us.
All of Furman's information and all of Jeff's information is going to be in the links below on all platforms we're on. So check it out. We'll probably do a quick YouTube video on that as well. I want to thank you, Jeff. Ivan, thank you again. Furman, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. You just heard it right here. We are the cigar world now, guys. So hang out. Just listen. Make good choices. Don't be a screw up like I was. Don't go to prison. And I will see you
it's
on the
definitely
next shot.
something you
Take
should
care,
hear.
everybody. Stay safe.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.